Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Dawn of the Zeds. I appreciate for any, I apologize for any shadows in there. I'm at a coffee shop in the conference room, so I'm trying to get it as good as possible. This is probably about as good as we're going to get. But anyway, I just got this one out. It's Dawn of the Zeds. I've been wanting to get this to the table for a while. 3rd edition by Hermann Luttmann, and I know ID Gesture has done it on his channel. Well, was talked about it anyway. I'm not sure if he's done a playthrough yet. I don't think so. But I know he has this, and he's good friends with Hermann Luttmann, the designer. As you can see, it won the Golden Geek Award in 2016. So without further ado, let's unbox this and get this to the table. I do have some couple of the expansion packs, the 2nd and 3rd one. The first one was sold out when I ordered it from the website. The Victory Point Games website. I do have some other Victory Point games, one of which is Nemo's War, and the other one is Healthy Heart Hospital. Those are two of the games that I like, in this one too. There might be some others which I haven't gotten yet or have forgotten. But anyway, without further ado, let's open this up and see what is in this box so we can get this baby to the table. Alright, so open it up there. So I did carry this to my house from a friend's house, and I did give a little bit of damage on the side of the box here, but not a big deal. Nothing. I plan on keeping this. I don't plan on reselling it or trading it, so not a big deal. Just a little bit of box stuff. But everything else is in good shape. It's a zombie game. It's going to take some damages from the zombies anyway. Alright, so let's see what's inside the box here. Looks like it's just on the outer box, nothing on the inside. So you start with our spring catalog from 2021. See what's in here. Yeah, Nemo's War, which you just talked about. Dawn of the Zeds, of course. And we don't have the first one there, but we do have the other two expansion packs, which I think I'm going to do in a separate video. Alright, and then, no, I don't have Twilight of the Gods. Not really something I was interested in. And that's it. That's all that's inside this one. Alright, so we have our rule book here, 3rd edition. It's a well-done rule book from what I've seen. As you can see, we got a truck behind us. That's why it's bashed out the light. So level 1 outbreak, new ideas, new rules for level 1. Like a lot of text, a few examples. Chaos control example, level 2 of conflict. So there's different ways you can play this game and set it up, all kinds of different levels. You can include a lot of stuff or just a few things. And as you get more experience, you can do more stuff in the game. As you can see, there's different levels. Looks like 4 levels. Tunnel movement example, how they move through the tunnel. So different things that you can do in game. Level 5 is the director's cut. I'm sure we won't be playing that for a while, which is what this is. So it looks like a lot of text, some examples. Would have liked to see a little bit more, a few more pictures maybe, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And would have been nice to see some quick reference guide maybe on the back, but that's okay. But overall, I've heard it's a good rule book. And oh man, you get all these other rule books in here too. Oh, okay, so that was the level up rule book that we had there. This is the basic game rule book. So we'll probably be doing this one first. Yeah, I'm not going to go through everything in here. It looks like this has got maybe a few more pictures and examples in it. So there you go. Maps and everything. And yeah, this has got more pictures in it, so that's good. I'm sure we'll be fine with it, but yeah, there's different rules and everything in it. Alright, hand-to-hand combat example. So it looks like you get some good examples in here. So I take that back. It looks like this one's got more in it. And then this one is the basic game rulebook. Looks like another copy of it. So it looks like I got 2 copies of the same thing, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, these look like the same thing. So maybe I get 2 copies of the same thing, which I'm not going to complain about. Maybe there's a reason for it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they're the same examples. Maybe this looks like it may be a little different. So maybe there are two different ones. Let's see if it's got the combat thing in here. It does. So maybe this is the same thing. So how many pages is in this one? Looks like it's 20. Let's see what the back of this looks like. Yeah, so it looks like we got two of the same rule book. Well, that's cool. I can give, if I play multiplayer, I can give one to you. I'm probably going to play this mostly solo. And this one's a nice thick one. The A to Zeds book. Comprehensive rules. So that one is the basic rules, and then this one, the comprehensive rules. Wow. This is definitely going to take us a while. I'm not going to go through the whole thing since I can't hold it. Looks like you get some charts in the back here. Index. So I'm sure it's well laid out from what I've heard. Yeah, just wow. There's a lot of rules. I'm not a rule book reader, but I might be in this game. Oh my goodness, another one. Set up an epilogue book. I'm sure we'll be using this one quite a bit. Yeah, all the tokens, components, how to set up everything. So yeah, this is probably going to take us a while to get to the table. You can see why ID Gesture hasn't done this yet, because there's a lot to this game. It's a great game, but there's a lot to it. Oh, okay. Looks like these pictures are good. It tells you how to construct everything. So side A and side B to the board. Okay. All right, good. I'm sure this will be fine. But looks like a lot of good examples in here. So I appreciate that. And then you get here. This is the last one, the Farmingdale Dossier, the Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition confidential book. So I don't really want to go into this one. Super Zeds, disease spreaders, status markers. Wow, unit types. It's definitely thorough. It's definitely a labor of love, you can tell. Wow. Herman really went into this into great detail, which is good. I'll have to probably read some of this. So I'm probably just going to get into the game, set up a basic game, and then just see what I need to do. There we go. Cool. All right, and then you get your main board here, which I'm not going to really set up, but looks like it's good. Yeah. Whoops. There goes the back there. So this looks like it's the side suburbs tracks. Yeah, this is the basic side, I guess. It doesn't have the sewers in it, and then the back here is going to have the sewers in it. So anyway, just leave that down there. It's not a very huge board, which is good. It's maybe a, I don't know, 3x2 possibly. Not even that, 2.5 by 3. So it's a rectangular shaped board, as you can see, which will be good for. It won't be that hard to stream it. And again, I'll be streaming it with more light on. This is just an unboxing, so. But yeah, looks like it's a nice board there. And then because this is the advanced side of the board here with the sewers in it, you're going to have another mini board, which I'm sure is in here somewhere, for the all your supplies and everything. So if you look at the tokens, so you got your heroes up top there. Here's the counter sheets. Looks like your zombie units there. Your defiant markers. Civil leader, well armed. There's other various markers in here. Front and the back here. So you flip them over as they get injured, that kind of stuff, and you flip over your main guys here. So it looks like your heroes, you have 3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 17, 21, I think it is, somewhere around there, for your heroes. And then you have your markers here with your wound markers and your barricades that you can build. Different other tokens in here, initiative tokens that go with each of the characters, emergency broadcast, zone agenda, which I think in your field marshal, field medicine stations, civic authority, internet access, different other kinds of markers in there. Looks like you got a monkey token in there, which I think he can help you out. And in the backs of those. Cool. Yep, more markers here. your civilian groups and stuff, and your different other Salvation Army, different other groups of people, roller derby that people, I guess. Stench, toxic, smart, all kinds of tokens in here, goodies. Other markers for the heroes. Yeah, so different markers, and these are the back sides of those. They're pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, jail. Whatever this is. Ah, here we go. This is what I was talking about. So because the advanced side doesn't have this, you put this down in front of the board here for your action, supplies, ammo, and infection tracks there. Looks like a little jail thing here. In the back, it doesn't have anything on it. And then these are your, I'll probably laminate these. These are your Zeds player aid, gunfire attacks, hand-to-hand combat. I'm definitely gonna. And then in the back of this, all the different iconography and what it means. So definitely a lot to learn in this game. But I'll definitely be laminating these as soon as I get my laminator out of storage or wherever I put it. And then the player aid here, very nicely done. Again, these will probably be laminated. I'm definitely going to laminate these. Foraging, gunfire attack, hand-to-hand combats. And then again, symbol keys, yeah. So, and yeah, so it looks like you got 4 of the player aids. I think it is a 2 to 4, well, 1 to 4 player game. I'll probably mostly be playing it solo. And then that is it there. And then you got your different cards here. Player cards, hero cards, I should say. See if I can open this up. See if I can get my thing open here. So yeah, definitely a lot to this game. Definitely with Christmas holiday there, Christmas and New Year's, I'll probably be playing it a lot, or learning how to play it. So you got your Berksy's Party, Flint Charcoal. Oh, here we go. Other side, sorry. So these are the different groups here. VFW Local 12. I think you get 1 of these per game. And then you get your Sheriff Hunt. One of your heroes here. He's got abilities and stuff to learn. Yeah, wounds and all that stuff. Sorry for the fading in and out. Sheriff Hunt. Colonel Kingman. El Toro Loco. He looks like a fun one. Kind of like a comic book type character. And then another one of your groups, the Savior Corps. The Heroic Civilians. Mr. Johnson. He's a good one. A lot of people use him. He's good at foraging and stuff and scavenging. Stockpile stuff. And they all have a background to them. So Bob Bauer's Crew is another one. A group you can play with. The F-129, as you can see, it's got a bunch of groups in there. So these are I think you get 1 group and 4 heroes, I think, to play with, depending upon the player count. So the solo one, you pick 1, and then you randomly pick 3 others to join in your party of 4. Mayor Hernandez. Farmingdale Furies, they're the roller derby crew, I think. Pickles the dog. He's good at distracting zombies and keeping them at bay. Rusty Stubb, and those are baseball players. We players that watch my channel will know this guy, Rusty Stubb, LeGrand Orange, as a Red Sox fan and I will call him, and others. But Rusty Stubb was a baseball player, and he's pretty tough. Deputy Schmidt. Captain Piazza. This is named after Mike Piazza, the baseball fan. So I think Herman probably is a baseball fan, since he has some baseball references in here. Doc Seaver. Maybe Tom Seaver, possibly. FDPD Riot Squad. Another group you can play with. Special Agent Wright. So they all have their weaknesses and strengths and weaknesses. Professor Agee, good at probably medical stuff. WZD Farmingdale, the local radio station. Alyssa Darling. Alan Zeno Jones. Otto Sarge Hauser. Again, these all have backstories in here. I'm not going to read them now, but when I do go through the playthrough, I'll probably... Here's the Hermit guy, Wilson the Hermit. The group, Heroic Civilians, Dr. Marquez. I haven't seen anybody play with him yet, but maybe I'll play with him. Natalia Martuse. Oh, these are anti-heroes. Oh, they're anti-heroes, okay. So maybe don't play with them. Primate. Oh, this is the Horatius, the primate guy, the character. Looks like it could be pretty interesting. Gary Ghost Gray. Kazakowski. Zio Kazakowski. Anti-civilians. Yeah, so maybe you don't play with these. These are kind of the anti ones. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but we'll figure it out. An anti Berkshires party. Alright, so quite a few of these. And we'll probably laminate these too to keep them in good shape, since we'll probably be playing this a lot. And you have your nice insert here. So I'll get the plastic baggies. Let's see what we get for card decks here. I'm not going to go through each one of these, but these are your basic unit because you get some reference cards in here. And you got your different event cards, different events that happen. So a nice thick deck of those. And this one is another one too, different events. I mean, these are event cards too, which you'll make your decks out of. So they'll have like the 4 R's, your affection roll, whether or not you use any supplies there, and what the Zeds do, what Zeds move on what tracks, and then a number of actions you get, which range in here. And a thick deck of those. Yeah, these are your fate deck. And these are your event decks, I guess. It looks like there's one more here too. So it looks like more. I guess these are the event ones. So these are events and fate deck. So you mix all these together, and there's instructions on how to build each deck depending upon what level you're playing at and the difficulty level. Obviously, we're going to play on the real simple game first. And I think that's it. Oh, the die, of course. You get your 6 black die, your standard D6 die. And I think that is... looks like these are for your heroes, your standees here. Not sure there's only 3 of them. Thought there would be 4. Oh, well. Maybe you don't... Maybe just... I don't know why there's not 4 of these, but... Anyway, I'm sure there's a reason. I can get standees from other stuff anyway if I have to. But I think that's it there. And then again, nice little insert here. Appreciate that. Makes it easy. And right here in the back here, so it makes it easy to pull the cards out. That's a nice little touch there. Same thing with here. So we'll organize them and place them in. And that should be it. I think that is it. And then on the side, you get like your little summaries of the heroes and anti-heroes, which is cool. Nice little touch here on the side of the box. Pretty cool. Little summary there. Instead of advertising for other games, it's your parts of the game that are in here. And then in the back here, which I didn't really see here. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's maybe do a little reading in the back here. I can't really get the camera up high enough. There you go. So things are far from good in Farmingdale. Some kind of virus or poison is turning ordinary people into vicious zombie-like killers. You must lead citizens and emerging heroes to halt the Zeds' advances by re-killing them, attempt to coordinate the discovery of a cure, and preserve as much of the area and as many of the inhabitants as possible. There's no time to lose. So one of the losing conditions is if the zombies get to the city, then it immediately ends there and you lose. Dawn of the Zeds. Third edition is cooperative state of siege. That was the type of board game it is. Which is a trademark. States of Siege board game with 1 to 5 players, or 1 to 5. Play as heroes that must defend Farmingdale and its 5 outlying villages from encroaching horrors. These heroes are supported by civilians, some armed, some heroic, and what little outside help is forthcoming. You must prevent the Zeds' incursion from reaching the town center, like I said, or causing so much chaos. Chaos markers, I guess. If you get a certain amount of chaos markers, the game ends immediately too, I guess. Around Farmingdale, and that the government abandons it, and you. So 90 to 120 minutes, 1 to 5 players, 14 plus. So yeah, it's a little bit higher of a learning curve. So definitely not your entry point level game. You got to be somewhat of an experienced gamer to play this, which I've seen through the playthroughs. But there's a number of good playthroughs on there, and hopefully we'll add a playthrough eventually. I keep saying that, but eventually we are going to start doing playthroughs. All right, so it's 2015-2022 Tabletop Tycoon Incorporated. All right, cool. So nice box. So that's it. Dawn of the Zeds unboxing. Stay tuned for another video on the expansion packs, which we'll eventually do. I'm probably not going to do one for a little while. We'll eventually do those, though, and incorporate that. There's enough in the base game, I think, to get going. But again, I'm not going to open up. I could go through these and open them up, but that would make it way too long a video, I think. And be a lot of spoilers. So I don't want. I want to be as much spoiler free as I can. But it gives you a basic idea. You build these decks on these cards, and they change from game to game. So good variety, lots of rules to go through, and that's it. So Dawn of the Zeds. Stay tuned for more stuff. I got another unboxing of another game. So God bless, and hope everybody has a happy holiday. And remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. So take care, and God bless. Bye-bye now.